Hey guys, Holistic Hilda here. I bring you experts, experiences, and epic adventures to boost your health. I'm a certified integrative nutrition health coach, a certified fitness professional, and the host and producer of the Wise Traditions podcast. Today I bring you someone super special, Andrea Beaman. You've probably heard of her. She's a well-known speaker, author, and one of the hosts of the Healthy View podcast. I love her so much. Not only because I was impressed with her the moment I met her, actually virtually when I was a student at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, but also because when I connected with her in person at one of the Take Back Your Health conferences, I was so impressed by how genuine and authentic she is. You're gonna love this conversation because she shares how she's not happy all the time and what she does to kind of keep a steady sense of positivity and well-being in her interior life. You're gonna love it. Check it out. Andrea, it's so good to see you.
Me too.
You guys, I love this lady because she has the best vibe. And I said, I want you on my channel because I want to talk to you about good vibes. Talk to us about that. Like, how do we keep the joy in this life that's so crazy and stressful and stuff?
Well, I mean, remember the Beach Boys? Good, good, good.
Good vibration. Pop, pop. Yes, I do.
So we're vibrations, right? You're a vibration, I'm a vibration. Every single cell in your body is vibrating.
Yeah.
And something's gonna make it vibrate higher and something's gonna make it vibrate lower. So on the physical level, we are made up of our food, right? Our food has a vibration. On the emotional level, of course, there's a vibration. You can see anger, you can feel anger, you can see joy, you can feel joy. They have vibrations.
You can walk in a room and know if there's tension. You can sense it, right?
Yes.
And that's without anybody saying a word.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So we're always emanating, right? We're always releasing vibes and we're always receiving them. We're like antennas. And so we just have to get into, okay, what am I going to receive and what am I going to transmit to the world?
Yeah.
And I feel, I mean, I know that you and I, we're not here forever. We're blink of an eye. We're in and out of this thing. We're done before you know it, right? So I want to make this lifetime the best experience possible because I don't know when I'm going to be leaving. I could walk out into the street and get hit by a car.
God forbid.
And then, God forbid. And then, I'll be like, damn, that life sucked. That was awful. But while I'm here in the short amount of time that I have, I want to make it the best experience possible. So I like to eat good food.
Yes.
I like to surround myself with good people. I don't like vampires.
I know. Well, that's what I was going to ask you because there are people in my life who set out bad vibrations, and yet I feel committed to them either because they're part of my family or they're good friends, and so I don't want to abandon them. What do you suggest we do with people who put out negative vibes that are constantly in our lives?
Okay, so with family and friends and people that are in your life, you just have to love them, right? So you, every morning, or for me, I protect myself every morning. I do my meditation, I stretch, I open my meridians, I do all my stuff. I get myself in the best possible state that I can be in so that when I come upon the negative vibration, I'm not absorbing it. And I can be in their presence and not have them affect me.
It's almost like you've got your armor on.
Oh, totally.
But not protective armor that you can't open up and be real with them,
correct.
but it's something that shields you from the negative vibe.
That's correct. So I love them. Love is a great vibe, even if they're angry, even if they, they're unhealthy. Like I've had people say to me, what do I do? My sister or my auntie or my uncle or my husband won't change their diet, won't change their lifestyle. What am I supposed to do? And I say, just love them.
Yes.
That's it. Just
I
love
feel like so many people feel like I've got to change them. And speaking of these things, you and I were speaking earlier about how we sometimes perceive health just having to do with the physical, with the food that we eat and the movement that we do, but it's more than that, isn't it?
It's way more. It's way more. So we're multifaceted creatures, right? We're mind, body, spirit, but it was separated. So I think that the separation happened around the 14th to the 15th century when there was the rise of the medical profession and the rise of this religion, right? So the religion said, we're taking spirit, you guys take the body, right? And the two shall never meet again. So if you look at what's happening in the world today, we know, everyone knows, at least the vast majority of people know that you cannot separate the mind from the body, from the spirit. You can't do it. It's one whole, you can eat the best food in the world, but if the spirit is dying, right? The spirit is dead, no love for life, no joy, no purpose, no reason for being. It doesn't matter the best food in the world. You're going to be in a terrible vibration.
So there might be people watching right now who are like, you know, actually Andrea's describing me. Like, I eat good food, but I'm lonely. I don't have a lot of purpose or good connections. What would you recommend that they do?
I'd recommend that they go to someone that they love and give them a hug.
First, right? Get started with a hug. I like that.
Starts with a hug, right? Connecting heart to heart. If you look at when babies are born premature, they have, if the babies are kept close to the parent's heart, their immune system gets stronger, their respiratory system regulates, the circulatory system functions better. So human beings need each other to connect heart to heart, but nowadays we're so separated from each other, right? Look, we could pick up the phone and tag and Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff, but we're still separate, and then that loneliness comes in.
Yes.
So we can't live like that. Human beings, like, we're tactile
creatures.
We
need this.
We need that.
We do.
We need hugs. We need love. You know how good it feels to get a hug or to give a hug? It feels so good.
It feels amazing.
Yes.
That's probably the best prescription for some of us, right? And so if you're not getting hugs, find a way to give them. Yeah, find a way to give them. My daughter, she tutors in a little learning center downtown for underprivileged kids, and you know she's passing out the hugs when she's down there. And so she's receiving while she's giving.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's good.
So let's remember that we're whole people. It's not just the physical. So you have your morning ritual that kind of helps you have good vibes throughout the day, no matter what happens.
Well, I mean, stuff happens, and
stuff happens.
You know,
I'm sure it happens.
We live in the world, right?
Yeah.
So the world is full of a lot of crazy stuff. So it's hard to stay grounded and joyful all the time when things are blowing up and people are dying left and right, and there's a lot of crime happening, and you know, white collar and blue collar and all the collars you can imagine, right?
Yeah.
So it can be hard, but personally, for me, I get up in the morning, I take care of myself to the best of my ability, so that when those stressors come, I allow them into my consciousness. I feel what I need to feel, whether it's anger or hurt or whatever, and then I release it and let it go and keep moving forward. So, you know, like my husband will tell me, he goes, don't read the newspaper, right? And I'm like, no, sometimes I really need to read the newspaper. So I'll read the newspaper, I'll open it up, on the first page you'll see how this person got killed, this one did that, the mother killed this one, and right, I start to cry. So I feel that crying is very important to health, as well as laughter, right? We need to feel our emotions, as well as anger. Anger moves us into action. So I could go to the mountains and live like a monk, you know, and meditate all day long and not be in the world, which I don't feel is my path. Or I could be in the world, in amongst the chaos, and still learn how to retain my sanity and my joy while I'm here. So I could be around, you know, I could have some fun.
But I like what you said, because I have a tendency to always want to be happy and peppy, but the truth is I need to observe when I'm stressed or anxious or unhappy and let that be, right? Because that's part of my humanity too.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, I'm not good with computers, right?
Yeah.
So if I don't understand what's happening with the computer, I'll get angry and I curse, and my husband will say, don't get angry, and I'm like, no, I need to get angry. I need to get angry. I don't understand this. I'm frustrated. I need to get angry. I'll let it pass. Just let me have my anger.
Yes.
Right? But I think, especially for women, one of the things is women shouldn't show anger. They shouldn't show that they are, you know, not happy and peppy and joyful. And let me butter your toast. Right? Let me do the laundry. Right? No, that's not about that. You know, it's like really feeling it. Feel it and just let it move through instead of holding on to it.
Right.
So some people will feel it and they hold on to it instead of expressing it healthfully. Right? I am angry about this. I am angry because I don't understand the computer. I am angry because that person, I don't know. Well, nobody can really make you angry. Angry comes from the inside.
But it's so good when you express it. You guys, so I was at this conference yesterday. It's a long story, but I totally did something wrong. I stepped on someone's toes, another speaker. And I was so proud of her, Andrea, because she came up to me and she said, I'm really pissed that you did this. And I hope it wasn't intentional, but it felt like it was. I was like, oh my gosh, no. And so we talked it out.
Good.
What if she had held onto that anger inside her and had been stewing underneath? And then the next time she saw me, if she was like really mad, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Instead, she let it out. We talked it through. And then it was like we could move on. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So
great.
it's very valuable to let it go when you've got it, but experience it. Don't bottle it in either, right?
Yeah. It's like that old saying, I think it was from the Buddha, if I hang on to anger, if I hang on to anger directed towards somebody else, it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Yes,
right? Something
that's
like that.
profound. When you drink poison and expect the other person to die. So I have one more question for you, because we've already talked about how your morning starts. How does your day end? I've heard that some people do like this prayer of examination at the end of the day. Like, do you ever do that, like to kind of evaluate where you've been before you hit the hay? Tell us what you do at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, I get into the bed. It's funny, my husband laughs at me every night. I'll get into the bed. You know, sometimes I'll read a little bit, but when I'm about to shut it down, I grab my pillow and I'm like, thank you, pillow. Thank you, bed. Thank you for the sheets. You know, thank you for my husband. I'm just like grateful.
Yeah.
Some people don't have a pillow. They don't have a bed.
That's true.
I have a pillow. I have a bed. My refrigerator is full. The rent is paid. Right? I just have to be thankful for what I have. Because if not, the heart will get restless and keep me up at night.
Yeah.
Right? If there's unfinished business during the day, or you know, I feel like I'm unsettled, I'll be up tossing and turning the whole night. So I just have to settle. Thank you for this day. It was amazing. And here's my pillow. And good night.
It's like Andrea's personal goodnight moon, only it's a gratitude thing.
Yeah.
And I like that because I've heard that gratitude and worry can't occupy the same space in the brain. So when you're grateful, it kind of sets that aside, as you were saying.
Yeah. Well, I also do gratitude in the morning when I journal.
You do?
I get up and I journal and I get out all the stuff like bobbity 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 bop bop, and I didn't do this, and well, maybe I'll go do work on that today, and blah blah blah. And then I have like a whole section of thank you for today, thank you for my life, thank you for the weather, thank you for the rain, thank you for the everything, right? So I do it in the morning as well. But in the morning I write it, and in the evening I speak it.
That's fantastic. All right, well, good words, you guys. Let's go practice some of that stuff. I really think it can change the trajectory of your day, but not only your day, but also of your life. So thanks, Andrea.
You're welcome. Don't step on my toes.
I will try not to. Oh my gosh, that was the worst moment ever. I was like so embarrassed. I will tell you about it later. And maybe you guys, I'll tell you on Insta. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope this video has inspired you to live a life of gratitude. I know it's helped me. And click on the link below so you can find out more about Andrea. And because I have a link below for my trip to Ecuador. You guys, I'm taking an ancestral health tour in April 2020, and I want you to join me. We are going to explore the beauty, the culture, the food, and the people of Ecuador. It's gonna be amazingly mind-blowing. We're gonna sleep at the foot of a volcano. We're gonna plunge into waterfalls. We're gonna experience it together. So please join me and click on the link below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time a new video is posted. And thanks so much for watching.